Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Uh, I figured I would give you a real response to the Blink-182 California CD that just got released. Um, I don't know what to say. Uh, I'm from Massillon, Ohio. I'm about 60 miles south of Cleveland. So Cleveland just won an NBA championship. And as soon as that happened, I've been a LeBron fan my whole life. LeBron went to school at Akron, St. Vincent, St. Mary, which is literally like 20 miles from Massillon, Ohio. And then Canton Pro Football Hall of Fame is about 5 or so miles away from where I live. So I always love people so close to home, and I know that has nothing to do with Blink-182, but I followed LeBron my whole life. He graduated the same year I did, just from separate schools, obviously. But I followed him all the way to the NBA, and then sooner or later, he brought a ring to our city, and that's like my kind of I can't believe this is happening moment. So my can't believe this happening moment with Blink-182 is that they have proceeded without Tom DeLonge. I don't see how it happens. Now a little backstory on why I love Blink. Now I keep seeing all these. I'm sorry, I gotta drink while I do this, but I keep seeing all these videos of these album reviews and what people think about the new CD and blah blah blah. I just watched Blink-182 with Matt Skiba live on Good Morning America, and I feel like everything is all automatically going in the wrong direction. You would never have seen Tom DeLonge, Mark Hoppus, and Travis Barker on Good Morning America. It seems like they're just trying to reach for album sales. I don't know what they're doing. All I know is it just doesn't seem the same. And all the people that are online leaving reviews, like one of the guys says, I've never even heard a Blink-182 album from front to back, and I've never even I don't even know who Tom DeLonge is, but Matt Skiba, I know who he is. He's from Alkaline Trio. This sounds good. And all you see too the whole time is as they're talking and they're leaving this extensive review on the California album, is they're looking over and reading because they can't afford a teleprompter. They're just looking over oh, and Tom DeLonge was born on this date and blah. They're not even real Blink fans. None of them are. Now, there are some on there that are leaving reviews on the album, and they are Blink fans. I will give them that. But a lot of the people are just out there for views. They're out there for views alone. Now, there's only three ways for me to show you that I am a true all the way Blink fan. Now, I do have the famous Stars and Straps on my arm. That's one thing. This is my Blink-182 every concert I've ever been to. These ones closer to this side are the newer ones. Obviously, you can see this guy right here is super old, but I've been to pretty much any Blink concert that's ever came in the area. I've been there for. And then on top of this, you guys haven't seen one of these in a long time. It's so old. It's so old. It's yellow, like my teeth. This is the original Squier Stratocaster Tom DeLonge version. It says Tom DeLonge right there. Sorry, I'm not that good. Tom DeLonge. Yeah, dude. This thing hasn't seen strings in a long time. Single humbucker. Um, I used to play like Anthem Part 1 and 2 on this and First Date, and it sounded fucking amazing. And then my buddy, we had a BB gun fight, and there's a BB here and a BB here. Yeah, why would you ruin that? I tried to get it, I don't know, restrung, and the fucking neck is warped as shit, but it still sounds good. So that's how you know that I'm an actual true Blink-182 fan. I know a lot of people are on there giving reviews and leaving reviews, and they know nothing about Blink-182. They don't know about the history. They probably have never listened to any of the previous albums. I know, they had the one hit on Dude Ranch, and then everybody, of course, once Enema of the State came out, What's My Age Again came on, and then was All the Smallest Things. But, from Buddha and Cheshire Cat, I don't even know if I ever have pronounced that right. They've never listened to like Eminem's and, songs like that, but there's like bandwagon people that have just like, oh yeah, I know, I love Blink-182. I've heard What's My Age Again. Oh, All the Small Things that comes on, but like, oh, and of course, there's The Rock Show and Miss You and Stay Together for the Kids, and there's all those songs that people would know if they heard them on the radio. There are so many great, especially off the self-titled Blink-182 CD, like some of the greatest music I've ever heard. And a lot of people want to dump on Neighborhoods, saying it was bad. I think Neighborhoods was one of their best albums. Now, I do think it was a little Plus 44. It was a little Angels and Airwaves. It was a little Blink-182. And then it was a little mixture of anything else that they had in their system. It was still a good album. I think Dogs Eating Dogs, the single, the 5-track single, that shit was dope. That was like the Blink we used to love, the self-titled album we loved. They gave us Boxing Day, which was just, what? It's still like the week of the release, and I'm not happy as a Blink fan, as a straight Blink fan, not as a Tom DeLonge fan or a Barker fan or a Hoppus fan. It's not the same. Bored to Death is sweet as hell. And the only reason it's sweet as hell is because there's so many people on YouTube that have made riffs of, this is what it would sound like if Tom DeLonge sang it, or if Tom DeLonge made the riff. And I'm telling you, those versions sound way better than this one. Hey, we all know Tom was an alcoholic. He lost his voice for a little while. He didn't know how to hit the same notes. But he started figuring it out. If you watch some of the recordings, live sessions, at any concert where they did the Neighborhoods album, and they did some of their past songs, he hit them pretty good. I mean, he wasn't that bad. He lost his way for a little while. I don't know if any of you guys knew this, but he was battling with, alcohol, and not drugs, but just alcohol in general. We already know he loves his aliens and his conspiracy theories and whatnot, but hey, we all have our beliefs, so there's no reason to judge just one person. But in my opinion, I think that we should have just let Blink-182 not so much die, but just give it a chance to come back now. Back when they had their hiatus, I thought that was the last time I would ever see them again. And then they sprung upon us with Neighborhoods, and I saw them live in concert, and I don't remember much of it, but I know I had a fun ass time. Everybody wants to point fingers and say that Tom left and blah blah blah. And I'm not protecting him, but there's always so many sides of the story. And I know that Mark and Travis wanted to continue to make fun music and do whatever it is that they want to do. And they may say that he wasn't on board, but he never said that he quit. There's an open letter out there on the internet that he wrote to Mark and Travis. And I guess as of this point, right before California came out, Tom and Travis are on like an everyday call kind of basis. So if you look into the I don't even want to call it numerology, but if you look into like the numbers, like what plus 44 equals, and then what Blink-182 and all the other and Angels and Airwaves, you'll see there's like a link and a connection between everything. And I don't think that they brought Skiba in to like break his heart one day and say, hey, you're not a part of Blink-182, you should just go home, Tom's coming back. I think Tom's going to have to get on his hands and knees in order to ever record with these guys again or go on a reunion tour. Mark said like they're not a greatest hits kind of band. They just want to keep putting really, really good music out, and this might be good for Blink-A-Line Trio, but for Blink-182, if you say this is the new record from Blink-182 on the radio, without Tom in it, it's not Blink-182. It's something different. So my girlfriend had a good point. She's like, why, already changed your name so many times. Why not just create a new group and go with that? Like, I'm not sure that Skiba is the benefactor to make them a better band. I think that everybody's pretty butthurt and doesn't know how to move on. I mean, I'm sure Travis would be fine. He was hooking up with all the hip-hop artists and The Game, and he's doing hip-hop shows. He played with the Roots. Hoppus, he's always, he's going to make his money. Same with Skiba. But to bring a new member into Blink-182 is just fucking crazy. There are a couple catchy tunes on California, but it's not Blink-182, so it really does hurt my feelings after investing so much time into the band itself. I don't know. It's definitely not right. I mean, if I held this picture to you right now, you'd be like, that's Blink-182. All these new pictures with Skiba, it kind of looks like Tom. Skiba has the tattoos and whatnot, but for a minute there, he was trying to do, back like take your pants off, and jacket. He was like he's doing like the Tom DeLonge little flick. Whenever they play the greatest hits, he's trying to hit those notes that Tom would usually get when he wasn't wasted. But my review is I don't like it, and I don't think I ever will. I know a lot of people are like, I'm going to give it a chance, and we'll see if Skiba can make it work. It's never going to be the same. I was at right for Game 6 in Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Warriors. I was up at it's called Jack Casino. It used to be called I forget what it was called before they changed it. It was the Horseshoe. They changed it over to Jack Casino. I'm literally in the bathroom taking a piss, and I Miss You comes on. And it's like there's too much confusion, especially with like the new age kids. Like, if anybody picks this up, I know it's like a faster album, and there's going to be a lot of it's geared a little bit towards the younger crowd, the California crowd, the skaters, the punk rockers. but you're claiming it as Blink-182 and it's Matt Skiba in it. Now, will they ever know who Matt Skiba is or where he played in, or is he just going to be a member of Blink-182? And will they ever know the great songs? You know, kids these days, you know, they don't know much. They're listening to the new Fall Out Boy. Will they ever hear Tom DeLonge and his representation of Blink-182? First Date, The Rock Show, Anthem 1, Anthem Part 2, Aliens Exist. You know, just the hits go on and on. And on and on. Mutt. Mutt is a great song. Anything off Dude Ranch? I mean, my review of the new California track, I know everybody's reviewing, they're all looking off to the side. Well, they were born on this date, and the last time they played together was, and they keep like looking over. They're not true Blink fans. They're trying to get views. They picked up the album. They said, "Oh, I'm gonna do my research on Google and Wikipedia on what these people do for a living, and then we'll get right back to it." I guarantee half the people on here reviewing things of Blink and saying, "Oh, I don't really like it," it's because they've only heard like the hits. I've been with Blink since the goddamn beginning. I know all about them. I know all about how Tom's mom used to, and Tom's sister used to paint Mark and Tom's hair in the bathtub and change them to all kinds of different crazy colors that you see back in the day. I know why Scott left the band, because he was an alcoholic and he couldn't get a handle on his problem, and they were trying to make it big and go tour. You know, I know that, you know, Mark loved the book To Kill a Mockingbird, and that's why he started the clothing line Atticus with the bird, Mockingbird, upside down dead. I know everything. I'm not stupid. All these people trying to play like, "Oh, California, it's such a great album." Not if you grew up with Blink-182. Not the same without Tom. Wouldn't be the same without Travis. After the crazy plane accident where, you know, with DJ AM and his friend Chris, you know, we almost lost Travis Barker. There wouldn't have been a Blink there. If Barker would have died, I would have said, nope, no more Blink. There was a huge, way before the spoofs happened, right when the internet pretty much got started in 2001 or 2. Yeah, 2001 or 2. There was a rumor that Mark Hoppus died. Dude, I was in fucking tears almost. I was like, no, my favorite band ever. But yeah, other than that, this is the Three Musketeers. Matt Skiba, I wish you the best ever. It's going to be a really long road to win me over. I don't see that happening. The Eagles broke up for years, and they came back around and said, "You know what? Got to do this for the fans," and I think that's going to happen again. So I wish you guys all the best. I hope you like California. It's okay. It's catchy, but it'll never be Blink-182. It'll never be All the Small Things. It'll never be the Blowjob song ever. I mean, just so have fun with that. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.